So the first one, gents, who was your player of the season and why?
Yeah, no, we're going to have to go with I'm going to go for Lucas Ribeiro Costa. A standout player, somebody that's putting bums in seats, somebody that people love watching to play, even though the rival fans wouldn't admit he's an amazing footballer.
Yeah.
And then obviously his goals and assist numbers in the league is look, Ikram Reyners is up there with him as well. But I just think that Lucas, in some very, very big games this season, Chiefs, Pirates games, he stood out and he won that game single-handedly. So I think that just gives him a little bit of an edge in this debate.
Yeah, I think also I'll go for Ribeiro. And my second best, it will be Mofokeng, that I might say, as young as he was, he might have probably lost a little bit of a touch in some of the games, but the boy did well. And also, let's look at him at Bafana. He was unbelievable. When the team needed him, he answered. And the goals he scored, he played in crucial games. And that, I think at Pirates, he was unbelievable. So those are the two players on my side.
Best player in the PSL, Luca Costa Ribeiro. 26 games, 16 goals, 9 assists in the league. 3 Player of the Month awards. That on its own says a lot. Only 26 years old. I think he was head and shoulders above everyone. I do think that a close second would be Ikram Reyners. But go look at his goals. Where are most of them coming from? From Ribeiro's 9 assists, right? Even when they were competing. When they had the same amount of goals, the 2 goals that Ikhi took to equal Luca Ribeiro, Luca assisted him those 2 goals. So for me, he's been head and shoulders. I'll count Luca and I'll also count Debza as far as that crowd is concerned. But I think a close third for me would be Makhailwa out at Skukun. I think he's had a great season. And I think he deserves a nod. I think Makhailwa has had a really great season. So that's the other player. Yeah.
11 assists for him this season. I think he was the leading assister in the
He's
league.
the lead assister in the league.
But he also honorable mention Makaula.
Yeah.
He was
Also Makaula, yeah. He's one of the players that I rate him very high. He might have done this and unnoticed by a lot, but if we talk football and if you do understand the game, Makaula deserves it. And unsung hero.
Yeah,
But well,
definitely.
well done, boy.
Yeah, that was a great breakdown, guys. Simple one, coach of the season.
I knew it.
Coach of
It
the
was
season.
coming.
Do you think it's a difficult one considering that the league winner Cardoso coached, I think, 21 games?
That's enough.
Enough? You reckon, guys? Nobody else can win the league. He's won the league. So, yeah I think...
21 matches, 18 wins. You look at the amount of goals he scored in that time.
Yeah.
Do you know what it takes to break Rulane records?
Yeah.
He broke Rulane records. He went, in crazy streaks of scoring goals. And 21 games for me is enough. He won, in the short time that he'd been here, how many times did he win Coach of the Month? 3 times.
3 times.
So for me, Miguel Cardoso. And also, it would have been different had he played maybe half. We said he played 15 games, Mangoba played the other one. He played 21 matches in a 28 season.
Yeah.
So he only missed 7 games.
When a coach wins the coach of the year, and he doesn't win the league, it obviously needs to be exceptional circumstances. Like when Benny won it, he came from 16th or 15th and he came second, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there's been a team that's really like overachieved or a coach that's made a team overachieve the season.
No, that's Cardoso is the one, man.
Yeah. There's nobody else.
Yeah.
Also, if you look at it, Sundowns collected 73 points. In the games he played,
28 games.
he got 55 of those points.
Yo.
So it's one defeat?
Come on.
One defeat, I think.
Come on. So Miguel Cardoso for me, coach of the season.
So yeah, straight whitewash that one. Ne? Now we're spicing it up a bit. Ne?
Yeah?
And, respectfully,
For what?
we're gonna spice it up, dog.
Okay.
For
let's
what?
hear it. Who did I expect more from this season?
Sure.
For me, it's going to be Ozone Apollos. I think the pressure of everything that's been said about him and where he thinks maybe he should be and he's not. I think I expected a lot more from Ozone Apollos than what I got this season. And yeah, for me, Ozone Apollos, I thought was going to be a breakthrough star. I thought when we're speaking awards, we're going to be speaking about Ozone Apollos.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit disappointed with Ozone Apollos this season. I still think he's a great player. He's young enough to still come back, but Ozone Apollos was mine.
Sure. It's a very difficult question because you're basing it on talent, one, and then obviously what you know the talent can achieve and what they have achieved.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of names that I'd think of, but I'd go for Kobo Melo Kodisang. He was from Sundowns.
Kodisang.
Yeah, he was a big money signing from Portugal, coming back to the PSL, and I think he's only played like 8 games, 2 goals. And it's not to say that, a lot of people will say Sundowns destroyed his career or whatever, but behind the scenes, apparently, like, he's not been at the best, in his best shape and not working as hard as they wanted him to work. So yeah, I think he's probably one that's definitely underachieved because he was somebody that they brought in to give them a little bit of something that they don't have, which is what Doctor was talking about, a player who comes in and takes players on.
Yes.
Runs direct and things like that. And so...
Can I throw in a controversial one here very quickly? And it's simply for one reason. I think Shalulile, I expected the record to be broken this season.
He's got 11 goals, but he's played he's not started, but he's been in like 48 games, 48 match day squads or whatever. But yeah,
I thought, and this is once again, it's where you've set the bar versus what you gave me this season. I would have liked to see Shalulile break the records. I would have liked to see Shalulile score a lot more goals. He shared the goals with Riviero. He shared the goals with Ichi Reyners.
Yeah.
But I would have liked to see a lot more. And, when he was asked about this, he said, the team's winning.
Yeah.
The team is what matters to him. And you could see it in his play as well. He was grafting for the team. And this is a player, mind you, who might never get to break the record because I don't think he's staying at Sundowns this season.
Is it?
He's definitely 80% leaving out of Sundowns. So I wonder if he'll get to break the record.
Guys, man, I'm going to off-ramp as usual. I'm going to off-ramp as usual. I think match officials,
Okay.
they didn't come to the party because there's so many mistakes. There's so many things that happened throughout the season, both PSL and CAF. And I'm done.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was spicy. Okay, match of the season. There are 3 nominees.
Okay.
Yeah, we made it easier for you.
Okay.
This is what the
Yeah,
Match of the season is Arosa Mazulu.
So the first nominee, Murumo Gallants versus Orlando Pirates, when Murumo won 2-0. Remember
okay,
that
yes.
upset? Second choice, Kaizer Chiefs 1, Sundowns 2. When Sundowns beat Chiefs, their
Chiefs
first loss
beat
of the season.
Okay, yes.
Remember that. And the last one, you mentioned it, Lorenz, the 4-1 victory for Sundowns when Ribeiro was on fire.
Oh, versus
Versus Pirates.
Pirates.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good game.
That was a hot game. So those are the 3 games. So each one of you, tell us which one was the best. If there are any other games you can think of, you can throw them in.
Match of the season.
When you think of like memorable games in the league, you're always going to think towards the derby because of the atmosphere.
The atmosphere.
And sometimes the atmosphere makes your brain think you watched a classic, but when you watch it again on TV, you're like, wow, this is a scrappy game. But I really, that last derby, I think was quite memorable for me. Obviously, Chiefs Chiefs ending a 10-year. How else what other game can you pick?
No,
Chiefs
but
ending
I
a
think
10-year
that, yeah,
drought.
you're right. That derby game, the last one, the Nedbank Cup, it was unbelievable.
It was a really good game.
We usually say, no, the boys didn't come to the party and all that. Nah, it was not the same as the old times and all those things. But you spot on. I think that Kaizer Chiefs Pirates game.
Moses Mabhida Stadium.
Yeah.
Kaizer Chiefs beating Orlando Pirates in a cup final, winning a trophy after exactly 10 years and 1 day.
We can't pick anything else.
For a change in No, but on a serious note.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kaizer Chiefs Pirates game.
To wrap it up, team of the season, and this is how we're going to go about it. The formation is 4-3-3. Lorenz, 4 defenders.
And a
Andile,
goalkeeper.
3 forwards.
Midfielders.
Midfielders, obviously, let's go to the general.
So 3 forwards.
3
Yeah,
forwards.
3 forwards.
And goalkeeper?
Yeah, you can mention the keeper. and
Okay,
Doc.
sure.
So give us a keeper and 4.
Yeah.
Yo,
Doc, you can tell us the 3 forwards.
Midfielders.
The
Midfielders.
3 midfielders. Andile, 3 forwards.
Okay, who do you want to start?
And the coach.
Okay.
Andile,
Okay.
the coach is on you as well.
Cool.
Okay, let me start. Okay, the goalkeepers is difficult because there's a Williams, Chippy Zeze, and Chain who all have 11 clean sheets.
Yes.
Is it 10, 11, 11?
I think they all have 11.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with Ronza.
He played 16 games.
Exactly, 11 clean sheets in 16 games. You're not giving me the same thing that we said about Cardoso. You know what I mean? I just think he's the best goalkeeper.
100%.
He's the best goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I agree.
Okay. And then my defense, I'd go with Mudau, who only played 15 games. He's only played 15 games. But that 15 games is good enough for me.
Listen, forget what I said about the games. Because,
Yeah, he's played 15 games. And then I'm going to go with CBC, Orlando Pirates.
Yeah.
Super consistent this season. Next team, there's a lot of players. You can go for Molosane. You can go for Kekana. You can go for... I think Malibongo Koza was even good. But I'm going to go for Ishmael Toure. He's a big man mountain at Stellenbosch. Every time I watch Stellenbosch, I see this guy. I can't understand why he's not at the top team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No disrespect to Stellenbosch. And then left back, I'll go for... I'd love to go for Basadine, but I think Dion Otto for me. He's been really immense.
Yeah.
For somebody to have so much influence on a team as a left back, it's really good. Basadine had really good numbers, but I think for me, Otto has been top.
Yeah.
Your 3 midfielders now.
My 3 midfielders. Whew. Hey, yeah.
There's one who played less than 5 games that I threw in there. How many games? Yeah, I know. Me. I don't care how many games he played. Would be the first player on my list.
Okay.
But team of
Good luck, Andile. Mina, the first is the Mkwena
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
at Sundowns.
Okay.
He marshals it very well, and Debza doesn't change the style of play. Even at Bafana, it's the same. He is actually the conductor of the game, the tempo, everything. Unbelievable, maestro. And then
Lindela them keys.
Joyous. The other player I will go for it's Makaula at Orlando Pirates. Like I said, guys, I know they might.
Defensive team. The most creative player in history is giving us a defensive team.
We're talking about the best midfielders.
Yeah.
Irrespective of the positions. They might be similar, but they played for different teams.
So Makaula and Debza.
Estebza
And you need
and
one more.
Makaula.
So who's the other one?
The last.
Give us a number 10, man.
Fucking hell, man.
Ay. Hey, yeah. Yabona ke manje ngiyangidisturb indaba man.
No Ayende.
Eh?
I think
Yes, Ayende and all that.
Jaden. What about Jaden?
Jaden Adams.
Yeah, Jaden. I must say that I've got,
Don't get the pressures on.
I've got a reservation in Kota.
Mufukeng.
Is Mfukeng a midfielder?
Now we can put them in the forwards. We can put
No,
them in the
no,
He's a midfielder. He's a forward.
Midfielder, doggy.
Yeah?
He's a midfielder. Forwards
He's
and
a
the
forward.
Pirates. Oh, you speaking about Mahopa, you speaking about Mabasa, you speaking about... Those are the forwards. He's a
Then if we
midfielder.
regard Mufukeng as a midfielder,
Yes.
then that's Mufukeng, number 3
Okay.
for me. Yeah?
Because where would you
Because
put
me, I
Timbers one?
thought
Where would you put Timbers one?
Timbers
He's a midfielder.
is a midfielder.
But he's playing. Okay.
No, but he's playing as a dummy
Yeah.
striker.
No, guys, you
Not
can't...
outright.
Mufukeng, you'd make... No.
Okay.
No,
Mufukeng
but-
is in as a midfielder.
But for me, I'm going to
What's Artur Sales's new position? After they realize he's not a striker, where did they play him? Where does he play
Yeah,
now?
but he only
What
hold on. He only adjusted after Bamshus as a striker as a middle lane. So this boy Mufukeng, aga adjustanga. They once played him in the middle
As a 10, yes.
as a 10,
Yeah.
and he excelled.
Yeah. So he's a midfielder.
He's a midfielder.
Thank
he
you.
once played as a winger. He excelled.
Which is a midfield position.
Which is a midfield.
So he's a midfielder.
The thing is that
So what you're saying is he's
Yeah.
a midfielder. Is
He's a
what I'm
midfielder.
trying to get at.
So, Tebza, Makaula, Mufukeng.
I'm making his job easier.
Costa Ribeiro.
we can say he's a midfielder also.
No, come on.
Okay, Ribeiro, yeah.
He's a forward.
Okay.
I pair him up with Ichi,
Easy.
right?
Reyners.
Yeah, it's him and Reyners.
Okay.
And then
Daniel Umdao. Oh, sorry.
yeah, let's see. This part is not easy because
No, it is.
I've got Tsekhofasa Mabasa in my head. He's the highest scoring player at
Of
Orlando
course.
Pirates.
Yes.
I really like Yonela Mbotuma. I think Mbotuma is really good. But can I tell you whom I've really, really, really liked also that I'm considering? Lilepo.
Oh.
I've really enjoyed Lilepo going forward. I think he gives you a grit, he gives you a fight. I think he's a fighter
Of
going
course,
into the boxes
yeah.
also. I really like Lilepo as well.
So, Umfai.
On your left side.
Yeah, on my left, I think he'd give me something
Yeah.
there. But then if you're going Butuma, Mabasa, Lilepo, I'm going to give it... Then there's Mahopa as well.
Yeah, there's a Makopa. Yeah.
You know, but I just wonder about Mahopa not being very similar to Ikram.
There's another player that you might be not thinking of is Devon Titus.
Devon Titus as
Titus,
well.
yeah. Titus,
he's,
yes,
actually-
yeah.
he's been on the
Actually-
fringes of the squad.
Titus.
Devon Titus.
Top
Titus.
scorer after the 2 Sundowns.
Yeah.
So Devon Titus, third leading goal scorer, and he's ahead of Mabasa on
Can I
goals.
tell you something crazy? He played 51 games this season for Stellenbosch.
Yeah, Devon Titus.
Titus.
So I'll have... Because Shalil is also a consideration here. But I'm going with Ichi Reyners and King Ribeiro and Titus.
Titus. Okay.
Then the coach who's taking care of this team, there's only 3 considerations for me. So Stevie Barker,
Yeah.
it's Jose Ribeiro,
Wabi.
and yeah, but I mean for the season. And then of course Miguel Cardoso,
Yeah.
and I think Miguel Cardoso has been the best coach this season, so I'll give it to Miguel Cardoso.
He was also designed the thingy. The logo.
That's-
You will find that they're cool about that.